Hey everyone, it's Allie and welcome to my channel. Today I am super excited to bring you my first thrift haul of 2022. Almost said 2021, but I'm so ready for a new year that I think the switch to the new year saying is going to be a little bit easier than past years. 2021 and 2020 can go live in a hole and stay there, and we are starting fresh. We are having a new year. This is going to be a good one. Wishing you all the best. Wishing myself the best as well. But anyway, I recently went to Goodwill, and if you actually saw my last video, that video was kind of like a day in the life type vlog. That was the day that I went on this thrift trip. So if you saw that and you were looking forward to seeing what I got, well, here is the thrift haul. So this was a pretty standard haul, I will say. There's a lot of like kind of bread and butter type pieces that I got. Nothing that I'm really expecting to make a whole heck a lot of money on, but you know, for just an hour in the thrift store, I'm pretty happy with what I was able to get. And I managed to not lose the receipt, so that is a good first step of the year. But I ended up getting 17 items for $44. And that ended up being only $2.58 per item, which is fantastic. I'm pretty happy if my Goodwill hauls end up being like $4 or less per item. I really like the Goodwill that I go to a lot because I think the stuff is super reasonably priced. They hardly mark up anything special. In general, shirts and pants are $4.29 and jeans are $6 and dresses are also $6. Shoes are only $4 and boots are only $5. So that is what I really appreciate about this place. They don't really mark things up based on brand unless it's something that they know is super expensive. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I very much try to focus on half off items, and I usually go Monday mornings, but this week I did end up going on a Tuesday morning. So it did go better than I expected because I thought that like the local resellers would come and clean out the place on Monday. But yeah, I ended up getting pretty much everything for half off. There might have only been like one thing that I paid full price for, and I will of course tell you which item that is. Without further ado, let's get into it. I've got a pretty big bag of shirts and tops. I have some shoes here, and I also got some books because I'm trying to do a lot more reading this year, and books are only $1 at my Goodwill. The paperbacks are $1, the hardbacks are $2. So just a really great place to get books, and then a lot of times I just end up redonating them. But all right, let's dive into this bag of tops and pants. So yeah, almost all of this stuff will be half off. So first up, I've got this Talbot's blouse. I thought it was super cute. I think the pattern will jump off the page, and I've sold a lot of tops like this for around that $20 to even $30 mark. And this is a plus size as well. This is not something that I personally would have picked up if it was like a size 0 to probably even 6. But since this is a size 20, I think that this will do pretty well for me. I've kind of accepted that Free People and Anthro and those kind of more boho brands that I love so much, they just don't really sell for me. I know other people do super well with them, and congrats if you are one of those people. But I've just kind of found that a lot more of kind of like the modern women brands like J. Crew, Talbot's, Banana Republic, like they tend to do better for me than kind of like the younger boho style brands. So that's just what I found works, and I would just encourage you to lean into whatever works for you. But all right, next up, I don't even know what this is. Oh, so yeah, this is just a t-shirt. I haven't really gone into like the tanks and t-shirt section in months because it's like the last thing on my list and I just often don't have time for it. But I decided to go just kind of more into the plus size section of the t-shirts today. And you know, there's a good reason I don't really go over there because I don't often find much. But I did manage to find this like super soft and comfortable Bon Jovi Wanted t-shirt. It's from the Vinyl Icons, and this is a size 2X. So that was the main reason I got this, because it is like a really comfy, nicer t-shirt. That's a band type tee, which tends to do pretty well as far as t-shirts go. Not vintage or anything like that, but I think that this will still do okay. But yeah, I don't expect to make more than like 15, 18 on this. But for $2, I was happy to get it. Okay, this I did pay full price for, and I think it's because I'm gonna keep it for myself. So it's this super like early 2000s, maybe even late 90s vibe, Harley Davidson long sleeve. And I do tend to like try to wait till things go half off, but I absolutely knew that this particular shirt was not gonna last until the half off day. So I just decided to bite the bullet, pay $4.29 and get it, knowing that I probably will keep this myself. But I just really like the color of it, and it has that like bejeweled Harley dragon symbol on there. And as far as I can tell, it's completely intact, like nothing has even come off of it. And the back just says Department of Harley Davidson, El Paso, Texas. And I thought it was kind of cool too because I do have a friend that lives in El Paso. But yeah, I think I will keep this for myself because I don't have anything Harley. And I kind of like that like feminine grunge style, which I feel like the color of this mixed with the fact that it's Harley is like perfectly that. And I'm like trying to lean more into that style this year. I've really held back on my personal style, and I'd like to just like start dressing a little bit more interestingly this year. Okay, here's another thing that I did pay full price for. One, because I knew like the Harley shirt, it was not gonna last until the half off day. Someone was definitely gonna get it. And I just know that I'm gonna be able to sell this. I don't like to pay full price for things that are a little more risky for me. But this is kind of like a longer button front American Eagle cardigan. Really good condition, super, super soft. It is a size medium, and this is something that like I would totally wear if it doesn't sell. But American Eagle doesn't sell for a lot, but it does tend to move pretty well for me. So I'll pick it up if it's something interesting and I can get it for pretty cheap. All right, here's something I got probably for my little brother, Sammy, maybe for Ryan, we'll see. But if I can find something that's like a pretty good men's item that I think someone in my family would like, I'll usually pick it up. And this was half off, and this was in the girl section too, even though it's definitely a guy's, I would say, unless maybe I'm wrong, but I'm quite confident that this is a guy's. And it's just like an Adidas kind of long sleeve with the hood. And I like these kind of shirts, and I know my little brother likes these kind of shirts because you can dress them up a little bit more, but they're basically like athletic wear. And this is in really good condition. I really like the color of it. It's a nice green with kind of more gray sleeves. So yeah, I was happy to pick this up, and I was able to get this half off. So if Sammy or Ryan doesn't want this, I'll definitely be able to flip it for, you know, a solid amount of money. Nothing crazy. That's kind of the vibe of this. Like, I'm pretty confident I'll be able to sell everything I got, just not for like a ton of money. But that's okay. I mean, money is money, and I was there for an hour. All right, here is, I think, a really cute, this is like totally my style. It's a Lane Bryant off the shoulder, like real stretchy boho top. It's in great condition, and the main reason I got it is because it is a size 14-16, and it was half off, but I just really liked kind of these like 3/4 bell sleeves. Very, very cute. This really is like incredibly comfortable feeling. If this was a little bit smaller, I would for sure keep this, but yeah, I think really cute, especially as we go more towards the end of winter, spring season, which I know it's the beginning of January, but people do like to buy kind of a season early a lot of times, I've found. All right, let's move to the pants. First up, we have these Land's End high-rise straight leg jeans. I got these because they are a size 16, they're high-rise, they're new with tags, and they were half off. So Land's End is not like a super desirable brand, I feel like, but I've sold it before pretty decently. And yeah, this is something that I'm quite confident will flip pretty well because of the size, the style, and the fact that it's new with tags. Okay, this one is a little bit of an experiment for me, but I decided to get it because it was half off. And like I said earlier, the pants are only $4.29 to begin with, non-denim pants. And yeah, for $2, I was willing to try this out. So this is from the brand Lafayette 148, which is quite expensive. I've never found Lafayette 148 before to try to flip it, so I'm not sure how well it does, but as far as I can see from comps, you know, like pretty decent, not really like near the retail. But I mean, as far as brands go to resell, seems to be pretty okay. I'm not like super thrilled that it's just pretty much a dress pant, so that was kind of the main thing that was holding me back from getting them. But I figured, you know, for half off, what the heck, let's just try it out. And these are also a size 14. So yeah, these I would not have picked up if they were in a smaller size, but we'll see how this goes. And let me know if you've had any luck selling this brand, if you have any tips of styles to pick up in the future. But yeah, I mean, I was excited to just try it out. Something else that'll be a little bit of an experiment is this pair of pants. They are vintage Alfred Dunner. They are a size 12, so really good size to sell. But these really fit that whole like dark academia vibe, and they are stretchy waistband as well. Nice and high-waisted, loose fit. So I think I'll be able to sell these pretty well as long as I use the right keywords like dark academia, vintage, all of that kind of thing. And actually, if this was a size smaller, I would 100% keep these because I've been on the lookout really for almost like this exact pair of pants. Like nice dark academia looking trousers that are not uncomfortable, that have a stretchy waistband, but these are just unfortunately too big for me. So that's a bummer, but yeah, I'm really excited to see how these go. For half off, definitely was willing to pick them up. Okay, I feel like we're just motoring right along here today. Now I will show you the shoes and then I'll save the books for last, just in case you don't care about the books. I get it, that's why I'm doing them last. Okay, first up, a pair of shoes that I might keep for myself, but even if I don't, I think that they'll still do okay. So here are some Tahari Mules. I've been looking for like a nice pair of mules like this for myself for quite a long time. These are a size 10, I'm usually an 11, but since they have an open back, I might be able to make them work. Oh no, these are definitely too small for me.
Dang my big old feet.
So yeah, the search still continues for me, but these are really in great shape. They're just a great classic pair of black mules. I've sold Tahari before decently well. Bottoms look pretty good. So yeah, I'm still happy I got them, but bummed that they're not gonna work for me. I'll probably just have to bite the bullet and buy some off of Poshmark, but I keep hoping to thrift shoes in my size. Okay, here I have some Steve Madden shoes. Again, love the style of these, would have kept them. I've also been on the lookout for these kind of like nicer looking platform sneakers. I do need to clean them up a little bit. They are a little bit worn along the side, but I'll just take magic eraser, clean them up as best I can. But otherwise, I mean, they really are quite good. So yeah, Steve Madden, and I think these are a size 9. Yep, they are a size 9. Really great size to sell. Probably would have passed on them if they were like a 6 or lower. I don't personally do well with selling pretty small shoes, but I do very well with like 9, 10, 11s. They go pretty fast in my Poshmark closet. So excited to have these and flip them hopefully quickly. Oh, and I like actually completely forgot about these shoes. I meant to look them up in the Goodwill and then I just completely forgot, but I'm sure it'll end up being okay. But these are some Nike sneakers, but like, look how interesting they are. They look almost like reptilian or something like that. So that's why I decided to get them. There were a couple other pairs of Nike shoes, but they were like much more basic and a little bit more worn. But these are really in great shape. They're a really good size too. They are a size men's 12, and like 12s and 13s I feel like are like some of the best sizes to sell for guys, but I just thought they were really cool. All right, those are all the items I got to resell. So I'll just finish off the video by showing you the books that I got. So I'm just really trying to read a lot more this year. I have a Goodreads account. If you're interested in following that, I have that link down below. I have that link down below in all my videos. And my goal is to read 100 books this year. So hopefully I can do that. It'll be like around 2 books a week. Yeah, I'm just really trying to do a lot less screen time this year. But the books that I got, if you're curious, are How the Penguins Saved Veronica by Hazel Pryor. And pretty much if I see like an interesting cover at Goodwill, I'll pick it up. So I didn't even read the back or anything. I kind of like to just dive into books without really knowing too much of what they're about. So that's what I do. But let me know if you've read this or any of these other ones. And I also got The Bookstore on the Beach, which just sounds incredibly cozy. This is by Brenda Novak. I got All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr, I think is how you would say his name. And this has like the same font as Where the Crawdads Sing, so I don't know, is that kind of copying? I'm pretty confident that it's not the same author, but I don't know. That's what drew me to it though, because I did enjoy that book. And then the last one I got is Me Before You by Jojo Moyes, I believe. And I've read some of her other books, like her short stories, and she's not like my favorite at all, but just usually a quick, lighthearted read from her. And this one, of course, got a lot of attention and I never read it. So for $1, yeah, I was happy to. But that was everything I got in this week's Goodwill trip. You'll definitely be seeing many more of these from me in the future because going to this particular Goodwill is absolutely one of my favorite ways to source. I will, of course, still be getting some ThredUp boxes, and if you're just interested in general about how I like to source and kind of maybe some of the lessons that I learned for myself and what works well for me last year, you can check out a video that I made during Thriftmas where I talked about how I'll be sourcing this year. But if you did like the video and this kind of thrifting, reselling, lifestyle content, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. Really does help my channel out a lot. Hoping to grow a lot this year and maybe even start a Patreon before the end of the year. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!